While today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
The Missouri head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Arts to throw. That's caught. It's Townsend. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Manning. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete, left side, Coleman. Gets away from one, finds room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And talking to the defensive coaches coming into this game, man, what do they talk about, guys? They talked about tackling. They've got to be good in space, not allow those little plays to turn into big ones. Early in this football game, they miss the mark. They don't tackle well. That's going to be a big thing to watch throughout this football game.
Throwing Manning. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, it's complete. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him next.
Manning to the air again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I gotta go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
How about this? These guys are going for two. Arch is going to throw for it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
How about that? You get the ball first, the opening drive, and you take the ball right down the field. And you said, forget extra points. I'm going to go for two. So the only thing so far that's gone wrong for you is you failed.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now in motion. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Turning it on. Past the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. On the left side, here's Coleman. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got a little grass. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the two-point conversion. An 84-yard drive there, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Simmons. Finds the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a give to Hardy. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1.
Makes the grab in their space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hardy. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Here's Simmons to throw. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Missouri. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, Manning. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Manning. The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Townsend.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning with the play fake. He's got the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Hauls it in. Trying to take it back. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it for a big play. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Running the red zone, it's Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Simmons. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Hardy. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Manning. Trying to beat the D deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Throwing Simmons. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Gonna let it fly. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
To the air, it's Simmons. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it way down the field. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Volunteers coming away with the victory in one of the highest-scoring games we've seen all season. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 110 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
He throws one to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Simmons to throw. Quick completion on the out route.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback D go in the other direction.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Austin Simmons firing again. He's got him. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick. Something like a hitch, a slant, a screen.
Maybe some room here. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Quickly to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Simmons unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
A field goal here will put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Might be changing the route. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, obviously they were trailing going into halftime, and they knew coming out, getting the ball back first, they were going to have to put a drive together. And how good is this thing look, man? Running the ball, throwing the ball up and down the field. Now they're down in a goal-to-go situation with an opportunity to tie this thing up. This has looked really, really good by the offense coming out of halftime.
And the Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Got a man. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Throwing Simmons. Escapes the pressure to his right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Play action, here's Manning. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Sometimes those big targets at wide receiver almost spoil you. You think, just throw it in the area code. Well, it didn't work that time.
No, might need to get a new phone. That phone didn't work if you were searching for the...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with his unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Simmons to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants to change this route. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Smothers. What a cut. Now he's loose. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here's Arts to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, I think on that play...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Final play of the quarter coming. Manning on play action. Trying to get behind the defense. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive.